Every little bit helps. No. Hey, I'm Deb Marnie and I'm from Aussie Maille. Welcome to our chainmail tutorial channel. Hi guys, thanks for popping along today and spending some time with us. Today I'm going to do a video for our second kit that was part of our September Maille Club subscription box. For more details about that subscription service, there's a link down in the description section for you to pop along and have a look. Anyway, today's is a bracelet that I called Smooches and Cuddles. Alright guys, let's just jump straight into it. Okay, so here's a sample piece of the bracelet we'll be making today. And as you can see, it is made up of units of the Knot Teo 4 and some beaded Byzantine diamond units. Coming up on the screen now is the list of components you're going to need, so you can pause the video and take a copy of that, or alternatively it will be down in the description for you. Okay, so we're going to start our bracelet off by creating the beaded Byzantine diamond units first. So to do this, to create one unit, you're going to need to close 8 of your smaller rings. In this case, the 16 gauge 4.25mm ID rings. Go ahead and close 8 of those. And then once you've done that, you want to pick up your larger ring, your 7.5mm ID ring, and we want to pop on all of those rings that we just closed. So pop those 8 rings on now, close that up, okay, and feed a second large ring through all of those 8 rings that you just added. Make sure you pick them all up, don't leave any behind like I just nearly did. Okay, so once we've got that closed, your work should look like this. So taking up another one of the small rings, we're going to now feed this through just 2 of the 8 that's on our large rings. We're going to close that up and we're going to double that ring up. Okay, just like that. And then we want to do this all the way around our piece. So picking up the next 2 rings in the sequence, making sure you double that up. Okay, just continue going around until you've got a set of 4 pairs of rings. Okay, and our last one. Okay, so this is what our work currently looks like, and with our next step we're going to start creating our half Byzantine units. So to do that, we're going to separate out one chain like we see here, and as if we're doing Byzantine, we're going to flip those rings so we've got one each side of our piece. We're going to pinch them all the way back, hold them back against our big center ring, separate these top rings so that you can see that gap in there, and we're going to place our next small ring in through that gap, picking up these 2 rings here that you can see in the middle. So just going straight through there like that and picking them up. Okay, and we want to place a second ring through the same path. So just go straight through the same spot that you just placed, and you create your half Byzantine unit. So we want to do that to all our pieces of chain. So you go ahead now and do that, and I will meet you back here to show you what our next step will be. Okay, so I've gone through and made all of our half Byzantine units, so you can see our diamond shape is starting to form. And what we want to do now is we actually want to join these units to each other. So to do that, we take up another one of our small rings, and we're going to place this ring through these two rings here on the side of one unit. So this middle one here and this side one. And we're going to come across to the unit next to it and place that ring through the side one and the middle ring there as well. So just to show you what that looks like, we go through and pick up those two rings there, and then the same two rings on the piece next to it, just like that. Close that up. So your work should look like that for the moment. We're going to go around and do that to that unit there and the one next to it as well. So exactly the same. So through the two rings left on that unit, and then onto our next unit there, and close that up. Alright, so our next step is to pop our bead in, and we're just going to put that in here in the middle of our piece. Okay, so we're just going to slip our bead in, making sure that the bead is nestled in underneath the rings of our Byzantine units. It won't fit all the way in. It will have a little bit of a doming effect on top, and that's perfectly fine, nothing to worry about there. Alright, so once you've got that bead in place, it's not locked in place yet, so hold it in there with your thumb, and we're going to go around and finish locking our half Byzantine units together. So it's a little bit trickier now that that bead's in play, so you very carefully go in and join the rest of your units together. Okay, and our last one might be a little tight, but just take it slowly and persevere with it and you'll be fine. Okay, so our unit looks like this at the moment. Our bead is captured in there. So as you can see, there is quite a doming effect, and as I said, that is fine. It's nice and snug. So the next step, and you don't have to do this if you're happy with this, but I'm just going to go back and I'm going to double up these joining rings. Just feed a ring through the same path and close it up. As I said, if you don't feel that's necessary, then you certainly don't have to do that. Okay, so just, as I said, doubling up each joining ring as you go around your piece. Just makes it all a little bit more secure in my eyes. Okay. So there you go, there's your beaded Byzantine unit, or your first one. So to make the bracelet up the length of about 20 centimeters or 8 inches, you'll need to make up 5 of these units. So if you go ahead and do that and then put them aside, and we'll move on to the Knot Teo 4 units. Okay, so we're going to make up the Knot Teo 4 units now. So to do that, you will need to close up 4 of your medium rings. So this is per unit again, so close up 4 of your medium rings, and then once you've got those 4 rings closed, you're going to take up one of your large rings and you're going to pop those 4 rings onto there. Okay, close that ring up, and then you're going to double your large ring. So you're going to grab another large one, feed it through your 4 rings that you just added, and close that up. Okay, so this is what our work currently looks like. Now, to continue working, we're going to be working with 2 of these medium-sized rings each time, and we're going to want these rings to be positioned so that we've got 1 vertical ring and 1 horizontal ring, this one over here. And I'm going to be using our small rings in a different color, and I've chosen a color that closely matches the bead in our beaded Byzantine unit. So you don't have to do this. You could also make these large rings. These large rings also can be swapped out for anodized aluminium rings. We have anodized rings in this size as well, if you just want to match up your bracelet a little bit more. But anyway, to do this, I'm going to grab my small ring, I'm going to feed it through my vertical ring, and then what I want to do is I want to bring that small ring down in between the pair of large rings and bring it down and scoop up that medium ring that's lying horizontally there. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. I've come in up underneath and I've scooped up our horizontal ring, brought the ring back up through the large rings, and now I'm just going to close that ring up. Okay, so there's our first ring placed. I'm going to move this in a clockwise direction, so our horizontal ring now becomes our next vertical ring, and I'm going to pick up a new ring to be our horizontal ring. Again, I'm going to grab up one of our small rings. I'm going to feed it through our vertical ring. I'm going to pop that down in between our large rings, and I'm going to come up under and scoop up our horizontal ring, and then come back up between our 2 large rings. Okay, just up there straight like that. You can see that there, hopefully, that I've come up underneath, gone through our new horizontal ring, and now all I need to do is close that small ring up. Okay, rotate our work once more so that our horizontal ring becomes our vertical ring, and our final loose ring will be our new horizontal. So again, I'm going to go through our vertical ring, drop my small ring down between our large rings, scoop up our new horizontal ring from underneath, bring our open ring up through the top again so I can close that all up. Okay, so we've placed 3 of our small rings. We just need to place the last one. We do that by, again, rotating it clockwise like we have been, grabbing another one of our small rings. Whoops. And I want to pick up this vertical ring here and our horizontal ring here. So again, go straight through the vertical ring, through the middle of our large rings. Pick up our final horizontal ring there. Bring our small ring all the way up, and then just close it up. Okay, and there you go. That's your completed Knot Teo 4 unit. So you need to make a total of 6 of these units. So you go ahead and make those units up, and I'll meet you back here to show you how I put it all together. Okay, so just showing you on the bracelet that I made before, all I did to join the units together, and I've done it in the Knot Teo, the beaded Byzantine diamond, the Knot Teo, that's the way I've joined it together. I've just taken another one of the small rings that we used in the beaded diamond. So in this case, the 16 gauge 4.25mm ID rings. And I've just joined the units together with just a ring, as you can see, all the way along. And then I've added on the end a 2-ring slide lock clasp to join it all together. So there you go, guys. There's your smooches, your finished Smooches and Cuddles bracelet. Hey guys, that's it. That's our video for today. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and you made yourself a fabulous new bracelet. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, guys. Share the video if you like. If you've got any comments or questions that you'd like to answer, pop them down below in the question section. We always love hearing from you guys, and we try our best to get back to you when we can. If you're not a subscriber already, then please consider doing so, because by becoming a subscriber, you help us create more of these videos for you, and you'll get notification every time we upload new content. Also, while you're here, speaking of content, we've got over 160 videos on our YouTube channel at time of recording. So sit back, grab yourself your favorite cuppa and watch a couple of those. I'm sure you'll find something that will help you on your chainmail journey. Last but not least, don't forget to click on our website up here, where we sell all the bits and bobs and thingamajibs that you will need to create your mail pieces. Alright guys, thanks again for coming along, and I'll catch you later. Bye.